Hey guys, Jared Garcia with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Come check out our website at iSpeakRealty.com. Today we are here with Woody. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
He's with Quail Creek Home Inspections, and we're going to talk a little bit about home inspections and his company. So we're going to jump right on in, guys. And if you could please share this video with all of your friends and family. So thanks, man. So tell me a little bit about your background.
Sure.
Quail Creek.
Quail Creek, we've been in business. We're going on 3 years now.
Nice.
I really got into this because my wife's a realtor.
Yep.
She had had a couple of bad inspections, and timing was just right with my old job.
Right.
And it was, she basically forced me. We'll say that. She says, you're going to go to school and you're going to be a home inspector.
That's awesome.
And I love it.
You
it's
guys
fantastic.
are, all these new laws coming up, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I know you keep on top of that type of stuff.
Exactly. So we're only a few months away from that and what's going to happen. For some of us, and we'll get into detail with this in a little bit, but I'm already a certified professional inspector.
Right.
So it's not going to be much of a change for us. We're already following the standards.
Filling out some more paperwork.
Exactly.
Submitting your qualifications and getting it all ready.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about what's kind of covered with a full home inspection. Let's kind of jump into that.
Yeah, you bet. So a full home inspection, especially if you're InterNACHI trained like I am, it is a visual, non-invasive inspection of all the components of a home, basically from the roof down to the foundation.
So non-invasive, what he means by that, he's not going to poke holes through these walls or anything to get behind it, right? We get a question a lot.
We do,
you know?
yeah.
So,
and there's some stuff that, sure, we're going to take off the panel of this thing so we can get a better look inside.
Right.
But we may not, actually tear something apart to actually diagnose the pinpoint problem.
Right. Some of those panels, you talk about electrical panel.
Exactly.
Take those off, see what kind of wiring's coming in, see if they're wired correctly.
HVAC system, we normally take off the front cover of the furnace, kind of get a better idea of what's in there. Nice. But there's other things.
Do you guys turn on the furnace if it's not on?
That's kind of a gray area. That may differ from home inspector to home inspector. Yeah. A lot of modern furnaces already have, electrical igniter systems, so we're not in there with matches.
Right. It's just
so if it's one of those, we can easily light that pilot and get it going.
Okay, cool.
If it's a matchlit one, kind of gets out of the scope of practice. Right. But if it's easy and we can do it safely, we might.
What else? We talk about furnace, air conditioning, that type of stuff. What do you see the most common?
It's normally water heater problems.
Water heater?
That's
like percolation, that type of stuff?
A lot of that. So here in New Mexico, we have terrible calcium and minerals in our water.
Right. That
builds up in your water heater and just starts to bubble and bubble.
Right.
And the problem is then you have more calcium in your water heater than you do water. And so you're not actually running very efficiently.
Right.
So it's good.
So is that repairable, or do you actually have to replace the water heater on a percolation?
If you kind of stay on top of it, it is definitely repairable. Part of home maintenance. Right. You can actually flush your water heter once a year.
Right.
At least
we always recommend that, right?
Yeah.
We always do. But I don't know how many people actually out there actually flush their water heater. But now that you're watching this, you might want to put it in your schedule and say, hey, I need to flush my water heater out and do that. And it's wintertime, so make sure your pipes are all shut down on the outside, prevent freezing, that type of stuff. But you guys go over a little bit of everything,
We definitely try to.
Yeah. Sure. So let's talk a little bit about the realtor's point of view, I guess.
You bet.
As a realtor, should we actually be showing up?
So this too, there's different schools of thought on this. I personally say yes.
Right.
A realtor should be there. The actual client should be there.
Right.
The reason I say that is, depending on your home inspector, I write my reports very technical. I use some of the textbook explanations.
Right.
If a client wasn't present and they read that, they might get a little worried. Like, this sounds like a big deal, like the percolating in a water heater.
Right. Or electrical. Even electrical. Yeah. We have one right now. Electrical came up. 40-year-old home, but the electrical's aluminum. But it's been there for 40 years. Yeah. There shouldn't be any real issues. You could do some maintenance and that type of stuff. But it's good to be there and talk about that.
Hear it verbally from the home inspector. And then you can also kind of judge the severity. Is this something I should fix right now?
Right.
Or is this something that maybe I think about fixing and we add to our home maintenance schedule?
Yeah, we always recommend that if you're representing a customer, be there to represent, and
it's
be
the
at
best
the home
idea.
inspection.
And the same as like the client, if the realtor's there and can hear it verbally from us, it gives them a better understanding of what that big textbook explanation
And you get to know
means.
where everything's located, because you're taking a picture of a window and you go, okay, that's the window you were talking about because I was there.
When you see a little photo of that on the report, you might
have no idea. Exactly. If you weren't there, right? If you're not there, I'm going, okay,
which window was that?
What window?
He's saying the northeast corner. I don't know what the northeast corner
Right,
is.
you're looking around, exactly, trying to figure it out with the sundial, going, okay, where's it at?
I know I can figure this out.
Yeah, exactly. So you finish the home inspection, you go through the house, realtors, I recommend it. Like you said, there is different school of thought. But at the end of the day, you're going to give us a report, with pictures and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
You bet. So my report's full colored images, little circles and arrows pointing at the issues. Right. That way they are easier to identify.
Right.
The best idea at that point is for the client to really sit down and check it out. And I do mean read the full report. A lot of report software, you have the option of reading just a summary or the full report.
And as a realtor, we get pressure. Why does it take you so long to, review the report? Well, they're actually reading it.
Yeah.
We're not just going over the summary page.
If you just do the summary, you are going to miss some stuff. There's some stuff that, whether it's just FYI info or a smaller issue, sometimes you're going to actually just miss those entirely because you only read the summary.
What's the longest report you've had? How many pages?
I actually, so October earlier this year, I don't know if it was just my luck or something, I had a lot of bad properties.
Yeah.
We had one, I think we ended with maybe 115 issues.
Yeah. So that's exactly why you want to take your time. That's the point I'm trying to make.
And then,
there's a lot of things. It depends on the report. It depends on the house. But you want to go page by page, look at the pictures, read it, take your time.
And then kind of judge what's important to you.
Right.
Some issues, it might be money. It might be that this issue is going to cost me a lot of money, so I want to see if we can negotiate it.
Right.
Other issues, it might be the new buyer has no idea how to fix that.
Exactly.
So maybe we try to negotiate that.
Right. Things outside the scope, basically.
Yeah.
Like you said, water heaters, air conditioners, the big things, but somebody could put a plate on the wall if there's a missing plate.
Or caulking or something.
Right, exactly.
Most people can do that as part of their own home maintenance. Right. But you never know. Each client's different, each house is different. So it's a good idea to read all of it and then judge what's important to you.
Now, re-inspections. Yeah. Are those included in your fee? How does that work?
Yeah. So we offer a free re-inspection as long as it's within 60 days of the original inspection. Okay. That's a very important part of the whole process. Right. A lot of people skip it. Unfortunately, we go back, we do the re-inspection, and that's kind of judging what repairs were made, and we verify those repairs. Right. A lot of times they get skipped over.
Right, exactly. So
you
always want to do a re-inspection, guys. He goes out, he does his inspection, he writes the report. As realtors, we negotiate those repairs or negotiate those seller credits. There's a lot of different things, that can be negotiated and those types of things. So it's another negotiating phase. But yeah, if there's repairs being done, get the re-inspection. Make sure they're done. Verify that they're done. Exactly. That's definitely, we recommend that as well. Again, there's a little school of thought. If you have the receipts showing that they're done, sometimes, but another eye on it doesn't hurt. Exactly. It's a free re-inspection. Yeah. It comes. And
we always encourage that the repairs are done by qualified professionals.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean they were.
They were, right? Yeah. So thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. I know that was some pretty quick information, but an introduction to Woody at Quail Creek Home Inspections. So if you guys need a home inspection, Woody's here to help you out.
Give me a call.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey guys, by the way, we don't want you to miss this. With Woody at Quail Creek, this is a coloring book that Woody offers that he will give to all the little ones in your family to let them know that your home is monster inspected and monster free. Yeah. So, stay tuned, guys. Bye.